Step into the enchanting world of contemporary Japanese cuisine, where every dish is a masterpiece and every flavor a revelation. Today, we invite you to join us on a captivating exploration of raw Japanese hand-rolled bar, a modern take to Japanese cuisine with daring and bold combinations of flavors. This is something a little different than prior episodes. It's a new establishment, a new business, and a hidden gem that many Calgarians have yet to explore. Being a first of its kind in Calgary, let's meet the young and courageous business owners.
I'm Sharon.
And I'm Cindy, and together we're co-owners of Raw Japanese Hand Roll Bar here in Calgary.
Get ready to sit back, relax, and prepare to embark on a sensory odyssey through the culinary treasures of deliciousness. From the enticing aroma of fresh, top-grade seaweed to the delicate dance of flavors and the variety of hand rolls, immerse yourself in the unparalleled dining experience that is Japanese raw bar. Welcome to the season finale of All Feast YYC. As I walk into the kitchen, I can smell fresh rice being cooked and the aroma of seaweed fills the kitchen.
Like, we filter out the oil.
Wow.
So we let it settle overnight, and then we filter out the oil in the morning.
Yeah.
So that there's no old oil for the next day.
I can see one of the chefs filleting a fresh salmon and hear the crackling and sizzling of the deep fryer as Sharon prepares us the assorted tempura along with the cucumber salad.
Tell me a little bit about this cucumber salad.
So obviously fresh cucumbers, and everything's made to order.
I feel like, so Sharon and I, we met in, we met nursing, actually. And then from there, we developed a really close relationship over food and traveling.
The first time, actually, we went out to eat together, she ate, like, I want to say a 6-course meal all on her own. And I was like, this is impressive. I have never seen someone eat this amount in my life. And that is how we bonded.
Yeah, was over food and over eating and just going out together, enjoying the environment of where we're at, what we're eating, and enjoying each other's company. And so the first time that we've had this kind of concept of a hand roll bar, we fell in love. This was actually, we were in LA, we were just traveling, and we fell in love with this hand roll bar concept in LA. It was the first time that we had it about 5 or 6 years ago now. We loved how intimate it was. We loved how, everyone sat side by side. We loved the simplicity of it.
Yeah.
Like seaweed, rice, and fish.
Yeah.
It blew us away and we just loved everything about the concept. And so that was kind of where that started. We found ourselves actually going back multiple times.
Traveling.
To
the States just to eat it.
Just to eat hand rolls. And we really, really enjoyed everything about it. And I think
it was like the experience too. Like, it wasn't just like I think that's what you're describing, that it was like we enjoy not just the food, but also the experience. I wanted to recreate that, bring it home to Calgary, because we didn't have one yet.
Yeah, we didn't have one yet. Yeah, and then just to choose a location like East Village, where there's such a close-knit community, lots of walking traffic, and we're just trying to build something here where that's what we felt when we went to go eat at these places. That sense of like closeness and community and just bonding over simple food and conversation.
So we're at my favorite part where we get to eat. Sharon, what are we starting with?
The cucumber salad. We are going to start off with that one. Basically, cucumbers dressed with our special sauce that we cannot tell you, a special dressing that we cannot tell you. But you've got the sesame, you've got soy, you've got rice vinegar. So it gives you that tangy and that umami taste. And then topped with cilantro and some more sesame seeds.
Ooh, okay. Let's go ahead and try it. And there's no dip that goes with it usually. It's just... Oh, yeah. All right.
First bite.
The refreshing crunch of the cucumbers was accompanied by a burst of umami flavors of the sauce, a combination of sauces I have never had before.
What is that special sauce? You gotta let us know.
I'm trying to tell you.
Wow, yeah, it's very refreshing, like especially that like summer's coming up and everything. It's perfect.
Yeah, we just wanted to add something to our menu that, because rolls can feel kind of heavy if you're having like 5 in a row. And it's rice and protein, so we just wanted to add like a refreshing kind of side appetizer.
Nice. Yeah, that's perfect. I love it.
Did you feel the kick?
I did a little bit.
There you go. Yeah, it's got a little bit of a kick in there too.
But I can understand why you guys don't want to tell everybody what the sauce is, because it's delicious.
Secrets stay within secrets.
Yeah.
I love the simplicity of the ingredients. I love that with very simple, traditional Japanese ingredients, you can create like varying different flavors. Yeah, that's what I like about it.
Yeah, I feel like I personally really enjoy Japanese food. I enjoy sushi, and yeah, I would have to agree with you. I think that like you can put like very simple ingredients together, and then you can really transform dishes in multiple different ways by how you're using it.
Then we have our salmon cordon that's prepared by our chefs right here at the bar.
Wow, that's pretty. That's got colors all over.
Yeah, this one's great. We also do, I don't know, do we want to share all the secrets of our sauce?
What's the base?
So this one's got a coconut base, actually. Coconut base, and then we've got scallions, ginger, cilantro. It's topped with fried shallots, and this one's it's got a little bit of a kick. We do add serrano pepper to it to give it that kick. Why don't you go ahead and try it? Tell us what you.
Let's do it. Thank you. Ooh, I get all the toppings. Don't let it fall off. All right, here we go.
Thank you.
Actually, I'm gonna wait.
Wait for it?
I'm like, I don't.
All right,
Here we go. Cheers, y'all.
All the secrecy with the sauce is the right move. As I tasted the coconut-based sauce, feel the crunch of the deep-fried garlic and the freshness of the salmon.
Like, whoa.
Yeah, awesome.
Very complex. And the texture of the deep-fried garlic and everything. Oh, that really adds to it for sure. Fresh. Oh my gosh, it's delicious.
Gonna have another bite.
I gotta have another bite. You're right. Absolutely right. Ooh. And another secret sauce, I'm assuming.
Everything is a secret.
I can see why they didn't want to expose their recipe. It was truly that good.
About the last one?
While this tataki-style dish is nothing new, Raw Japanese hand roll bar is bringing creativity to the table that has yet to be experienced in Calgary. Each bite is a new surprise as new details emerge on my taste buds.
So I think Sharon and I, we love to go out and eat. We love eating. We love trying new foods. We love trying different flavors. We're not opposed to trying anything new. And so I think we know what we like when we go out to eat. And I think that when we were doing a lot of recipe testing, the reason why we want to make our rolls different was that we want to make each roll kind of unique in its own way. So we did a lot of recipe testing. We used a lot of different ingredients, Japanese ingredients. We tried to keep things simple.
And really studying each ingredient. Like, how do we use mirin, for example? Like, what flavors do you get out of mirin? And why does it pair well with certain things? So just really going into depth to see which flavors, like studying each flavor and then how it balances each other out. Yeah, I would say.
As Cindy and Sharon speak about their love for food, how it is more than just a way to satiate yourself, but rather a bridge that brings multiple angles of experiences that they want to bring for their customers, is truly inspiring. Testing recipes and coming out of the other end with something that represents their brand is the hard work that usually goes unseen, and I am so happy to shed some light on it.
Okay, next up we have the tempura. Actually, people love our tempura. Sometimes I make it, sometimes my mom makes it. My mom's in the back. She loves making it. She's become the tempura master, so she loves making the tempura.
Okay.
Earlier I mentioned we've got lotus root, which is something that it's not that common. It's not a common tempura. We also added shiitake mushroom as well. I'll give you the first.
Yeah. Let's try the lotus, since you're saying that like not everybody has it. Like, just go for it here. Lotus, dip it into the tempura sauce.
Like the lotus root for sure is reminiscent of like childhood. We're all growing up with eating lotus.
That is very true.
Go ahead.
And the crispiness is like, wow, it's very even, it looks. Ooh, okay.
I'm gonna have I guess I'll have a prawn.
Okay. Here we go.
All right.
Be the crunch.
This lotus really has that crunch. Yeah.
The heaviness that I usually get from deep fried foods was not existence here as I take my first bite of this lotus root tempura. The lightness and combination of the crunch and the seasoning of the batter almost had me convinced that I wasn't eating something deep fried. How fascinating and delicious.
Keep it, like, not so battery. You know, some places where it tastes very deep fried. Yeah, and it's like you're kind of eating more batter than you are of the actual vegetable or the prawn. And so we try to keep it very light so that it feels like it's a light tempura.
Yeah, that definitely comes through. Like the fact that like the circles have like the batter in the middle of it and stuff like that
Says a lot.
Yeah, because if it's too thick, it would just cover the whole.
Right.
Yeah.
Use really nice premium seaweed. So the seaweed's supposed to be crispy, and then you're supposed to have the rice, which is like not hot but warm, and that's supposed to complement then the fish. So we like it's just so simple. Like I think it goes back to what we talked about earlier about using like just really simple ingredients, kind of bring that all together for like a nice meal and a nice connection.
And I don't know about you, but like for me, rice is a comfort food for me. Like I might not eat it every meal, but I do crave it. Like it's just like a nice comfort food, and to have warm rice paired with like these simple flavors, I think, and then the texture of the seaweed, I think it just really brings everything all together, and just pairs perfectly well. And it's a nice light meal. Like you never leave feeling like, oh my goodness, I ate way too much, or like I'm a glutton kind of thing. You like leave feeling like good. And then on top of that, it's like we were talking about, it's like an experience from the moment you walk through the door, being seated, watching the whole like aesthetic, and like the chef placing the roll in front of you.
Yeah,
everything.
It's fun.
It encompasses everything.
Yeah,
right?
it's fun, right?
Yeah.
Like it's immersive. So you're engaged with whoever you're there with, but you're also engaged with the bar itself.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I personally never had hand rolls before. Like the whole experience of eating hand rolls is usually hand cones, right? Like So this is definitely new to me. Is there like a way to eat it or like?
Yeah. So actually, Sharon and I have actually spent a lot of time kind of perfecting the recipes. All of the hand rolls are actually made to taste already. So we do offer some soy sauce on the side. However, we actually suggest you try it without the soy sauce first, just because each roll is already crafted to have its own special flavor. And then we always tell our customers as well that our hand rolls are best enjoyed fresh, right the minute it kind of hits your board, just because we use really crispy, high quality nori, and then we also use warm rice, and then just the mix of those two together with our fresh fish kind of just pulls it all together to have like a really satisfying hand roll. So when our sushi chef kind of delivers it right in front of you, we're kind of taking it off the board. You can dip some soy sauce, you can not, and then you just go ahead and eat it right away. And we also take pride in our sushi chef being able to pace our rolls as well, so that, you know, it's not coming flying on at you. There's a good amount of time in between each roll as it comes out.
Nice.
Enjoy it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pacing. Wow.
I want the customers to leave with the same feelings that we left when our first time trying a hand roll bar. We were
like they didn't just come, had good food, and left.
Yeah.
They go back to, you know, it's like they came here and were like transported to not just a restaurant, but like a different place where they completely got to lose themselves in conversation, in the food, enjoying,
enjoyment,
right? Everything. And then once they leave, transport back to but it's like taking them somewhere else, giving them like an entire holistic experience.
And it's like using the like kind of the small space, the dim lighting, just all of that together. Vibes.
Much of it is vibes, right?
Twinkle vibes. So we actually have a display of, these are our most popular rolls actually. So the first one on the far left, this is our magic Wagyu hand roll. So we use Wagyu steak, and then we also have another secret sauce, a secret magic sauce.
Another one.
Of course. And the flavors will really pull together. And it's just a really, really nice, rich sauce. Then our second one is our spicy crab, also a really, really house favorite. We use fresh crab, and sometimes customers are like, "Oh, we can't believe are you using imitation?" No, we use fresh crab. So, and then house-made spicy sauce as well. And then our third, we have this is the truffle lobster, another fan favorite with everyone. Who doesn't love lobster and truffle? I think those are two things that make a really, really good marriage.
Oh yeah.
And then our last one, we actually have a few vegan rolls on our menu, completely vegan.
That's good
for our
know.
vegan customers. Yeah, so this is called a tofu banh mi.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's a play on like the Vietnamese banh mi flavors as well.
That's different.
Yeah.
Like that's unique.
Yeah.
Okay, so which one should I try here?
I feel like you should try maybe the Wagyu first.
Okay, and that's this one right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just use your hand.
Yeah.
And then
Use
just
your hands. Yeah.
Try it.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
And I can taste like the torched,
Yeah.
At a loss for words, something so simple coming together can be so enhanced, it's mind-blowing. The Wagyu steak was the most tender piece of red meat I have ever had, and there was plenty of it in every bite.
It's not chewy or anything.
We were very specific in choosing the type of cut of the Wagyu because we wanted one that it can't be chewy. Like it can't tear. Like you have to be able to just bite and one bite and done kind of deal.
Yeah.
So we were very specific about the cut as well.
Well, I just want to start off by saying I think that taking the leap, a really huge leap from healthcare into a restaurant industry, something that we're not exactly familiar with, was a huge learning curve in itself.
We come from nursing.
Yeah.
And so there's there was definitely skill building here. There were definitely challenges that we faced that we have never experienced before
Ever.
in our previous industry, right? And coming from a female dominant career to navigating this brand new scope that we have
Never
even considered
Not
really
even a
until
clue.
the past year. It's been really hard, but I think a lot of the skills are, in a way, even though we've built a lot, there's some skills that were transferable, like the interpersonal skills that you build as a nurse, the bedside manner, right? And then coming into this industry, that's really helped us, right?
Yeah. And I feel like we actually I think Sharon and I, we work on each other's strengths as well. I think we share the same values, which I think is really important in any partnership. We share the same values. I might not like this color black, but she likes this color black. But at the core, we share similar values. But
what matters to us.
Exactly.
Like the quality of what we're putting out there. And what is our goal? What is the objective? The motive behind the business? All that we share.
Yeah.
And we might not have the same taste.
Yeah.
In aesthetic.
Or skills even. You know what I mean?
But we balance each other out.
And it works well.
Yin and yang. Which do you want to be?
Yeah. I want to be yin, I think. I want to be yang.
Okay.
And she can be yang, I guess.
Sure.
But we play off each other's skills, I think. So our tofu, we actually marinate to seep in all the flavors. Because kind of tofu itself, let's be real, let's be real. So we actually marinate the tofu.
And we secret sauce.
Secret sauce.
Secret sauce. Okay.
And then we also pickle our own vegetables as well to kind of bring in that freshness.
Amazing. Wow, I've got a question.
Yeah.
Is hand roll a fairly new concept or?
Interestingly enough, I think that's kind of how we discovered it for the first time. It was when we first had it, I think it was the newest. So in LA, they were the very first hand rolls ever. And so we kept going back.
I think our westernized version of it is it's become this trend, this new thing.
I think just how far we've come. I think just going back to just talking about how we've made this huge leap into something that we've never navigated before. Just how far we've actually come to when we were just like, you know.
Some days it still feels surreal, right? Like when I'm waking up, I still get disoriented. I'm like, I think I'm going to the hospital for work, but then I'm not. And I'm like, wait, where am I supposed to go? And it's just like that realization that we've created something out of really nothing.
Yeah.
And then people coming to enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I think that's so special.
Yeah.
You
and
know?
we've developed like a really good relationship with the community that we're in right now, and it's just so good to hear like that positive feedback and like that community and that connection that we've made with the community.
A whole bunch of like cool, neat people that we would have never met otherwise, right? Like other like retailers in the East Village area. Everyone was so kind, and it's a very close knit community. And being able to be a part of it, and everyone's been so welcoming, actually. Yeah,
yeah. And we're just proud of each other. How we've worked on a lot of skills. I think we really both had we had skills to start, like certain skill
very
sets.
tardy as a person, but.
She is late.
Yeah, I'm just chronically late. But others still, I have tried my best.
Yeah. No, I think we've come a long way. Just like we've had a lot to learn. We want to kind of focus on like the emphasis on like sitting around enjoying food and drink at the same time. We don't like the food is not like we want to focus on like kind of the whole experience altogether, and that includes food and drink together. So we actually do have a few cocktails on the menu right now, which are quite fun, and like we'd like to put a twist on it, a Japanese twist on it.
It was actually created by one of Sydney's friends who bartended in Japan.
Yeah,
and so he's very familiar with like the spirits and stuff like that,
and the ingredients
and to
stuff.
Bring it and pair with the fish. So he
was a great help.
Did
to
a
us.
solid for us.
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah, we want to foster on our drinks. So this actually is a send nudes, play on the words there. It's just really a nice fragrant drink. It actually is. We wanted to. It was a play on a little bit of a soba cold noodle actually. So that's why it has sesame in it. So the sesame is just very nice. It's very different for our drinks. We want the flavors to be a bit subtle. So it's actually a quite subtle tasting drink, where it's, and it's just kind of pretty in a glass. Yeah, it is pretty.
It's girly a little bit, you know? So, yeah.
Wow.
Cheers.
Okay. Cheers.
Yeah.
And this one is?
So then this is also our yuzu old fashioned. So our yuzu old fashioned, we're using whiskey or scotch in a regular fashion, but with a twist. So with yuzu, and then we also brulee a nice orange on top, just to pull up the smokiness of the flavors.
Like the colors look like it pops.
Yeah. Some people actually like to take off the brulee and eat that right away too.
Oh.
So it's very interesting.
Dang, okay, well, cheers.
Cheers.
Let's give it a taste.
Yeah,
here.
thank you.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, this is my favorite old fashioned. Like I've had old fashioned where I'm like,
yeah. I don't know. For right now, I feel like I want to curate what we have. Yeah, I don't think our goal is to like open up as many and like just like go balls the
quality over quantity.
Exactly.
Right? Like we just want to build our brand so that we are like we are a staple in the community. That people are like, oh, when they think of like I want a comfort food that's like maybe Japanese, then like they think about a contemporary Japanese.
Yeah, a contemporary. Yes, exactly. And just like kind of like focusing on what we have right now and just like really honing on like how can we always make this better right now. Like we want the experience to be like solid.
And that's the fun part of it, to be honest. I think like building a business is like is how do I make this even better? And how do I go about this? How can I make this rice taste even better? Right? How can I develop more, like keep our guests like happy and coming back because they're not just eating the same thing every time they come. Like say we've had some return customers that have been here like 6-7 times already in the past month. I want to give them something special. I want them to come and then like have maybe and that's why we're doing like a feature hand roll. Every like month or couple of weeks we want to have like a new feature hand roll that will just kind of like do its course and then a new one will
But I think we have the luxury also of like having only 20 seats, so we have the luxury to really hone in on our customer service, on food, on just like I think that is a luxury of a small operations restaurant. The truffle lobster is a hot take.
Here we go.
Point filler. Yeah.
Truffle lobster. Okay, hot take. Here we
Two
go.
things that go well together.
I smell it. I smell truffle. Oh my gosh.
Truffle and lobster. Need we say more? Need we say more?
Wow. Like, the lobster is perfectly cooked.
Yeah.
We do it fresh every morning.
Yeah, every
Yeah.
Like, you pull it out of the shell and it's like,
every morning.
Every morning. Yep.
Oh man.
Yep.
9 in the morning, lobster.
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Everything is fresh,
Yeah.
freshly made in the morning.
Yeah.
We want to make sure when like people are coming in, our patrons are getting like the best that we can serve.
That's
Like that
amazing.
to our capabilities. We don't want anything from yesterday or the day before.
Yeah. That makes
Everything's
sense.
made- Yeah.
Wow.
We thank you everyone for supporting us, that have come to support us or will support us in the future, and that Tweedledee and Tweedledum will be here waiting for you guys.
Yeah.
I'm Tweedledee.
I'm Tweedledum. Yeah. Yeah.
What a great way to end the season with such delightful food and company. The experience was definitely one of a kind. As you venture forth, may the memories of these culinary delights linger, inspire you to explore new tastes, try new recipes, and embrace the spirit of cultures and connections. Until we eat again, thank you for joining us on this unforgettable journey through the heart and soul of raw Japanese hand roll bar.